The National Internal Revenue Code of the Philippines, Title 1, Organization and Functions of the Bureau of Internal Revenue, Section 1, Title of the Code. This code shall be known as the National Internal Revenue Code of 1997. Section 2, Powers and Duties of the Bureau of Internal Revenue, or BIR. The BIR shall be under the supervision and control of the Department of Finance, and its powers and duties shall comprehend the assessment and collection of all national internal revenue taxes, fees and charges, and the enforcement of all forfeitures, penalties, and fines connected therewith, including the execution of judgment in all cases decided in its favor by the Court of Tax Appeals and the ordinary courts. The Bureau shall give effect to and administer the supervisory and police power conferred to it by this code or other laws. Section 3. Chief Officials of the Bureau of Internal Revenue. The Bureau of Internal Revenue shall have a chief to be known as the Commissioner of the Internal Revenue or CIR, hereinafter referred to as the Commissioner, and 4 Assistant Chief to be known as the Deputy Commissioners. Section 4. Power of the Commissioner to interpret tax laws and to decide tax cases. The power to interpret the provisions of this code and other tax laws shall be under the exclusive and original jurisdiction of the Commissioner, subject to review by the Secretary of Finance. The power to decide disputed assessments, refund of internal revenue taxes, fees or other charges, penalties imposed in relation thereto, or other matters arising under this code or other laws or portions thereof administered by the Bureau of Internal Revenue is vested in the Commissioner, subject to the exclusive appellate jurisdiction of the Court of Tax Appeals, CTA. Section 5. Power of the Commissioner to obtain information and to summon, examine, and take testimony of persons. In ascertaining the correctness of any return, or in making a return when none has been made, or in determining the liability of any person for any internal revenue tax, or in collecting any such liability, or in evaluating tax compliance, the Commissioner is authorized: A. To examine any book, paper, record, or other data which may be relevant or material to such inquiry. B. To obtain on a regular basis from any person other than the person whose internal revenue tax liability is subject to audit or investigation, or from any office or officer of the national and local governments, government agencies, and instrumentalities, including the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, and government-owned or controlled corporations, any information such as but not limited to cost and volume of production, receipts or sales, and gross income of taxpayers, and the names, addresses, and financial statements of corporations, mutual fund companies, insurance companies, regional operating headquarters of multinational companies, joint accounts, associations, joint ventures or consortia, and registered partnership and their members, provided that the Cooperative Development Authority shall submit to the Bureau of Tax Incentive Report a tax incentive report, which shall include information on the income tax, value-added tax, and other tax incentives availed of by cooperatives registered and enjoying incentives under RA 6938 as amended, provided further that the information submitted by the Cooperative Development Authority or CDA to the Bureau shall be submitted to the Department of Finance and shall be included in the database created under Republic Act 10708, otherwise known as the Tax Incentives Management and Transparency Act. C. To summon the person liable for tax or required to file a return, or any officer or employee of such person, or any person having possession, custody, or care of the books of accounts and other accounting records containing entries relating to the business of the person liable for tax, or any other person to appear before the Commissioner or his duly authorized representative at a time and place specified in the summons, and to produce such books, papers, records, or other data, and to give testimony. D. To take such testimony of the person concerned under oath as may be relevant or material to such inquiry. And E. To cause revenue officers and employees to make a canvass from time to time of any revenue district or region and inquire after and concerning all persons therein who may be liable to pay any internal revenue tax, and all persons owning or having the care, management, or possession of any object with respect to which a tax is imposed. The provisions of the foregoing paragraphs, notwithstanding, nothing in this section shall be construed as granting the Commissioner the authority to inquire into bank deposits other than as provided for in Section 6, letter F of this Code.